Mega Man from Chicagoland. And what you just witnessed right there was some classic Chicago buffoonery. God damn. Now, what really shocked me was just the level of self-snitching and just the absolute disregard for one's liberty. You know what I'm saying? Like, the social media shit, the cell phone, cellular telecommunication shit can't be hacked and traced and all of that. But whatever, man. It's their life, not mine. But you might wonder why somebody would be so bold as to broadcast themselves, doing some dumb shit like that. Well, besides just the thirst for attention today, that's just so common, you know what I'm saying? And the thirst for validation from one's peers. You have also some things outlined in this letter by Jim Murphy, who was the assistant Cook County State's attorney. He recently resigned and threw Kim Foxx under the bus. So let's read that letter. And maybe there's some correlation between behavior like that and what he has to say about Kim Foxx. So from the New York Post just a few days ago, Chicago prosecutor Jim Murphy rips Kim Foxx. A veteran Illinois prosecutor reportedly slammed Cook County State Attorney Kim Foxx in a scathing office-wide resignation letter. Ooh, shit. The whole office. Ooh. Saying her administration is, quote, more concerned about political narratives and agendas than with victims and prosecuting violent crime, end quote. Assistant Cook County State's Attorney Jim Murphy added he, quote, can't continue to work for an administration I don't respect, end quote. According to the resignation letter obtained by Fox News. Murphy's last day was Friday, which was this past Friday, before this past weekend, which I'm sure was another classic but typical violent Chicago weekend. Multiple homicides and several more shootings, multiple more shootings. Murphy's last day was Friday after 25 years of service. He cited numerous reasons for his departure, including the Safe T Act. Well, I don't know what that means. I'm not familiar with the Safe T Act. Is this something for the Transformers out there? Is this some type of legislation that they put in place for them? I don't know. I don't watch the news that much. Maybe this article will explain it. Excuse me. He cited numerous reasons for his departure, including the Safe T Act, which requires prosecutors to present a higher burden of proof to hold accused criminals until trial. Well, yeah, I guess it has nothing to do with the trans people. I wish I could stay, he wrote. However, I can no longer work for this administration. I have zero confidence. And he cited dangerously low staffing levels in Fox's office to the point where 1 or 2 person courtrooms are now common. Yeah, man, understaffing, man, everywhere, man. I don't know what it is. Everybody hiring, man. But maybe there's something more at play with more technical positions like being a prosecutor as opposed to, working at O'Reilly's or something. If this administration was truly concerned with effectively fighting violent crime, then they would fully staff those courtrooms and units, he wrote. Meanwhile, the rest of us are overworked, overstressed, and under-resourced. But at least we were allowed to wear jeans in July. Damn. Is that the scathing part? I guess, in the corporate world, when you write some snarky, sarcastic line, people are like, oh, that was scathing. He sure ripped her with that sarcasm. In the corporate world, when you write something like, but at least we were allowed to wear jeans in July, it's like saying, fuck your couch, putting mud all over it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dave Chappelle. R.I.P. Rick James. Let's see what the Washington Examiner has to say from 2 days ago regarding Jim Murphy and Kim Foxx. A 25-year veteran prosecutor in Chicago announced his resignation on Friday, arguing that he had zero confidence in the leadership of Cook County State's Attorney Kim Foxx. James Murphy, a former assistant state's attorney, detailed his strife with his Democratic boss, saying her office's mission, vision, and value statements were just a PR stunt. I would love to continue to fight for the victims of crime and to continue to stand with each of you, especially in the face of overwhelming crime that is crippling our communities. However, I can no longer work for this administration. I have zero confidence in their leadership, Murphy wrote, according to CWB Chicago. Murphy said that Foxx's office, the second largest prosecutor's office in the country, which oversees the city of Chicago, has been hemorrhaging talent over the past few years, leaving the rest of those working overworked, overstressed, and under-resourced. Murphy added that he first started contemplating leaving when the SAFE-T Act was passed in January 2021. That is a broad measure that eliminates cash bail, reforms police training, and requires body cameras at all departments by 2025. Although Murphy said he supports the cash bail provision, it felt as though the act was rushed through and his concerns were brushed aside. How many mass shootings do there have to be before something is done? This administration is more concerned with political narratives and agendas than with victims and prosecuting violent crime. That is why I can't stay any longer. Perhaps that's why you see certain crimes on the rise, carjackings and shootings, I believe, are on the rise. Well, in May of 2022, there's a headline from Chicago Sun-Times that says the downtown shootings continue with the spike, with a 64% jump in 2022. So I believe that was from that point, or from the beginning of the year up until that point, with the 64% jump. But you consider the shooting that happened at the Bean, where that it was a young man who was killed at the Bean in Millennium Park relatively recently, and then the shooting, the FBG Duck shooting, that didn't happen this year, but that's just something that has happened downtown, and it just makes you wonder if shootings in general happening downtown are up, now as compared to 5 years, 10 years ago. Would not be surprised if they are. So from July 12th, 2022, Fox News states, overall Chicago shootings, homicides down, while crime near lakefront areas rises. So perhaps, overall crime is down. Let's see. Chicago Police Superintendent David Brown on Tuesday announced a 44% decrease in homicides and a 26% decrease in shootings across the city year over year. Well, that's comforting, isn't it? That makes it all better. I don't think it's fair to all communities when you only write about what happens downtown. So I think it's important to just add that context. Gun violence everywhere is unacceptable, Brown said when asked about the Northside specific increase in crime during a news conference. Brown explained that the police department uses data to determine to which areas officers are deployed during their shift. Area 3, which covers River North, River South, Near North, and South Loop neighborhoods downtown, have seen year-over-year increases in all major crime categories, including homicide, aggravated assault, criminal sexual assault, robbery, burglary, theft, and motor vehicle theft for the week ending July 10th. Homicides specifically have increased 16% year over year, 24% since 2020, 80% since 2019, and 112% since 2018. 3 armed robberies were reported in Lincoln Park, Shooterville, and Wicker Park in under an hour, Chicago police said. Chicago police said the first 2 robberies are connected, but are still determining if the third incident was by the same suspects. Now, this was just reported July 20th, 2022. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think that the lack of prosecutorial efforts is the main correlation to behavior like we see with these young baboons driving around? They don't care if this come back and bite them in the ass a day later, 2 days later, a month, a year. They don't really care. So y'all let me know what y'all think. And y'all think Kim Foxx is going to get reelected in 2024? We'll see. Till next time, take care of yourself. Peace and love. Mega Man from Chicagoland.